so far away. I mean, we're lucky. Prince said he had hardly any medical supplies. We actually had a lot more than a little. I mean, he had enough to fix us all up. So, I mean, for what that's worth, that's pretty good. I didn't even realize how badly people were. I mean, Luna had an arm and a leg, and her and Duck had just been staring at each other for the past couple of minutes. I mean, she's kind of staring off in the distance, but he's staring right at her, but I just need to keep a bit quiet. But Duck's, I didn't even know, on his chest he got hurt. Gavin got hurt on the back of his head. Corey's pretty bad, but he just got multiple wounds. They're not bad wounds, but he got multiple wounds. And then you got Buttons, and and then you got Joel and whatever. But you know, Owen's head is fine. Dylan's a little bit seasick. I don't think he's used to being on a boat like this. So he's harmless, Grandad. He's not able to bite you. Hey Rick, we're gonna go speak to Prince, because he's been downstairs for he's been down there for quite a while. And you got Tyler. I think Tyler's just a bit confused because this is his first time, you know, on like a proper mission. So yeah, Prince, I'm coming down. What's going on? Robin. Didn't he hit the back of his head as well? I think he said. I can't remember. So with the cleaver. Hi Prince. He's looking down at Robin. How is he? I already explained to Elle. His leg is extremely bad. His head is also injured, so he lost double the amount of blood. Basically, there's no hope for the leg. There's also no hope for him unless we get rid of the leg. So what you're saying is we have to mutilate him? Yes. If we don't remove the leg, then we remove him from the world. I think we should wait for him to wake up. I don't think it's our job to make a decision this big for him, because it's not going to impact us, it's going to impact him. He might rather die than have to live without a leg. I understand that this all seems crazy. I agree that it should be his choice, but by the time he wakes up, it'll be too late. I'm a medic. I know how this works. I've seen it before, especially when I was with Callum. People got bitten all the time. This isn't that different from that. We remove the part or the person dies. We have to remove it then. We do. Elle has also agreed that if that's what it takes for him to live, then we should do it. Feel free to leave the room while I do this, Ryan. I can't sedate him during this because I need the meds for the pain afterwards. Wait, did he just move? Do it. He said do it, and then passed out again. I mean, at least we know he gave us a go-ahead. I'm gonna have to use this cleaver since we have nothing better to use. I can't guarantee that it'll heal greatly, but it will heal. Then, when we arrive at the hilltop, we can get Earl Sutton, the blacksmith, to build him a leg. He's really good at his job. He's made weapons for the Saviors in the past, and they work wonders. Alright, sounds like you're gonna need a lot of concentration, so, I'm gonna leave you be. And Ryan, I know we didn't start off on the right foot, you kidnapping me and all. I just wanted you to know that I never wanted any of that. Just like your friends don't. We get given choices and we pick the easiest one. I picked the easiest one. Your friends picked the easiest one. Don't take it out on them after Callum is dead. They never wanted any part of what they're stuck in. I know, Prince. I've known that for a while. Make sure he's okay. Elle, yeah, I know you're not gonna leave, but just beware, okay? I'd say I've seen people lose limbs before, but I haven't, you know, because I've been lucky enough to not have anyone get bitten in my group, you know, or, well, I have, but I didn't see them get bit, I didn't see them turn, anything like that, so I haven't seen anyone get their legs removed, so I don't know if you want to watch this, but chances are you will, so I'll let you go, okay? I'll let you do whatever you want to do. Jesus. I need to go speak to Rick. Hey Rick. How's that Robin guy? Well, he's going to have one leg. His wound was that bad, huh? Yeah. It was worse than any of the rest of ours. Great. We're off to a great start with these people. We're 5 days away from the hilltop. It would have been less if we were on foot. We have to go all the way around to the coast, and then we have to walk back from there. Yeah, I mean, at least that'll give the wounded, time to rest. Yeah. I'd hate to think what the Saviors have done to Alexandria, though. That was the first hit. I'm sure they'll destroy more, even though we're not there. Probably, Rick, but, we'll have plenty of time to rebuild, after everything. Yeah, I guess. I just need to have a safe place for Judith and Carl. I need Michonne back. I really do. I'd hate to think what she's having to put up with in there. Not only that, but Tara and Gabriel are there too. Eugene, well, I guess I'd like to get him back, He'd be a pretty good help, I just don't know where his loyalties lie. Well, I'm going to tell you this now, Rick. You may not see it, maybe I'm the only one that sees it, but Eugene is playing them like a puppet on a string. Do you really think so? Do you think he's capable of that? I do, Rick. I really do. I think you underestimate people a lot. Me included. You've underestimated me so many times and I've come out on the other side, I really do think that that's what he's doing. I hope you're right. I also hope you're right about Dwight. Michonne's life is in his hands. He better get her out safe. You know that it's not only your people that are there too? I mean, it's always been your group and our group. Or my group, I guess. Because Emily, Carl, and Martin, Stephen are also there. My people, my friends that I've known for quite a while. So, it's not just your friends or your girlfriend, whatever. It's not their lives that are in his hands. My people's lives are in his hands too. And honestly, I hate to say it, but I think... I'd say I hate to say it, but I actually enjoy what I'm about to say. I actually think he's trustworthy. Hopefully he'll stay loyal. But tell me honestly, Ryan, what do you think of Prince? Well, what you'd want me to say is that we can't trust him because he's a savior. But, in a weird way, I do trust him. It feels like how it felt when I met Anthony. I just had a really weird feeling inside me that they're trustworthy. As you're aware, Anthony was a henchman too. He tried to kill me and I spared him. I took him captive for a while until we eventually got captured by the Saviors. And they turned on him, even though he was my prisoner, He wasn't joining me or anything like that, but they still turned on him, I could have left him to rot in that cell when we got captured, but I didn't. Because, for whatever reason, I still don't know why, I felt a strange sense of trust. The Saviors don't care about that. The moment you stop being loyal or mess up, you're out. You're dead to them. After I saved Anthony, we built a boat and sailed for a while, and Saviors came after us and destroyed our boat with TNT. Thing is, I would have drowned that day, but Anthony was there to save me. I saved him, and that allowed him to be there to help me. Otherwise, chances are I would have died in that explosion. And drowned, alongside my dog and my horse, and my, we would have drowned. And that would have been the end of it. I would have never met you, I would have never met with my family, After that, honestly, he's the most trustworthy person I've ever worked with. And, I'd call him, I'd say he's my family. I really would. I felt that like that too. When I met Michonne, she was so mysterious, yet I felt a sense of trust from her. And like you said, I didn't know why. And to this day, she is the most trustworthy person I've ever worked with. I know, it's definitely strange how it all works. Yeah, well, you should get some rest. We're gonna be on water for a while. You too, Rick. You hurt yourself as well, and, I also noticed that autopilot is on, so, Oh, right. Yeah, yeah, it is on, so you've been thinking you've been steering it for the longest time, but you haven't. So, get some rest. I mean, there's still what, 3 empty beds down there? Or, well, actually, there's 1, 2, 3. There's 4 empty beds actually. So, you know, I just wouldn't recommend going down there for a little while because princes are working wonders on Robin's legs. So, just gonna let everyone else know actually. Sorry. Poor Buttons. He's just been laying there for a while. I mean, I'm glad I named him though, because that just gives him purpose, I guess. Oh, I didn't even realize you. Okay, never mind. Guys, you need to listen up. Okay, so the explosion was bad. It wasn't awful on all of us. You know, lots of us got hurt, me included. You know. Some of you didn't, some of you were lucky enough to be okay, Prince included, and if it wasn't for Prince, we'd all be even more hurt than we actually are. Thing is, Robin got it worse than all of us, and it's a really awful thing, you know, because I've just met the Curse and Taints, and you've already gotten hurt because of us, and it's not good, but Robin, sadly, Robin's leg is pretty messed up, and I know it sounds really bad for me to say that, but that's how I'll have to describe it. His leg is messed up, and his head as well. He got a wound on his head that we didn't know before because he obviously got his leg and then he fell, hit his head, whatever. I honestly don't know how it all works, and we're not gonna know until he wakes up. But the thing is, we have a choice. Either he loses his leg, or he loses his life. Elle has already made the choice for him. She said that he should lose his leg. I think he should lose his leg too. Prince, our doctor, thinks he should lose his leg. And Robin himself woke up. Only for a couple of seconds he said 2 words. And he told us to do it. He told us to take his leg to save his life. So, you know, the thing is, he's a doctor, and, you know, we need doctors. There isn't many doctors, qualified doctors anyway, around anymore. I mean, everyone can learn a little bit, but not everyone can learn what they already were taught before, you know, by great people. So, he is losing his leg, so it's definitely going to be a little bit strange, but in the next few days, we'll arrive at the hilltop. It's going to be a little bit of a walk, but we will arrive at the hilltop. And when we arrive at the hilltop, there's a blacksmith there. His name is Earl Sutton, as well as he works alongside another guy named Buddy. Yes, sort of the name of my dog, but it's also a person's name, so it's a bit strange. But Earl Sutton and Buddy are I don't even know how to speak right now. It's just a bit weird what's going on, but they are the best blacksmiths I have ever met. And if there's anyone that can make a working, like, robotic leg, whatever, for Robin, it's them. And I don't care how much it takes. I don't care how many supplies it takes. We will get them to help Robin. We'll do everything it takes that's in our power to help Robin get back on his feet and go back to living his life. I promise you that now. And, you know, I just wanted you all to know that. It's an awful situation, and I wish you hadn't have been stuck in it, but sadly you were, and there's nothing we can do about it now. We just have to move on. This just gives us even more reason to get rid of the saviors. It just proves how awful they are, and honestly, we need them gone. So, let's just take this as, you know, I suppose, more evidence, or, you know, to help us, you know, if there's ever a moment when we feel bad for what we're doing. Just look back at this situation where they tried to blow us up alive just to get rid of their problem, instead of facing us, you know, I'd say like a man, but it's, you know, it's not, you know, it's just not. We shouldn't use that. You know, they should face us instead of, you know, doing what they did. And thing is, this signs of a coward, and I think that we can beat them. And by the time, hopefully, by the time we arrive at the hilltop, Robin should be back, up on his feet, walking around, and honestly. His legs, well, it won't be fully healed, but it'll be somewhat of the way there. So hopefully Robin will be back on his feet soon, and hopefully he'll meet a full recovery.